So last time we got together, you didn't actually have a formal diagnosis, but this time you've actually just recently been given a diagnosis.
Yes, yes.
So when we spoke on the phone, you actually said that you were a little bit relieved about that you actually had that diagnosis.
Now I know what's wrong.
Yeah.
I think we were all quite relieved when we knew what was actually the problem.
Yeah.
Yes, yeah. Rather than be in the dark.
That's right. So I think because we've got that diagnosis, we can actually start to look at some positive things that we can do now so that you can live with this diagnosis. Because I know that previously you've been quite down and quite withdrawn and not wanting to get out and do things. So I thought that perhaps today we could actually look at some goal setting. So we could look at some goals that we can actually achieve and things that are going to make your life a little bit more positive. And that's why it's great that Nicole's here so that we can involve the family in that as well. We actually use a tool and it's called the GAS, which is a goal attainment scale. And that's just a way that we can, I guess, formalise goals and actually we get a number so that we can actually see what we're achieving. So when I spoke to you on the phone, I wanted you to think about 3 different goals that you might be able to achieve, and I guess we can sit down today and work out how we can achieve those. So what might have been what are your 3 goals that you've been thinking about?
Well, we talked about it, and I used to swim a lot as an exercise.
Yeah.
And help around the house.
Yeah.
And I used to go to the gym 2 or 3 times a week.
Okay.
And I'd like to have one of those in
Yeah.
there, and we think after we talked about it that maybe the swimming is the one that we could use.
Is the key one.
Because he's done that all his life, went swimming every day.
Okay, all right. And obviously helping around the house, we might be able to talk about that after. But the gym, you haven't been going to the gym at all?
It's just a bit too confronting.
Yeah.
A bit too busy.
It is busy, isn't it? Yeah, all right. So for today, we'll look specifically at the swimming. And I think the thing about goals is that, and I know that you've probably used this in your workplace, the SMART goals, that they have to be quite specific.
Yeah.
Measurable, attainable, they have to be timely, so we need to actually set time frames for them. So I guess that's the thing. We've set the goal as swimming, but I guess how are we going to make that happen? What are some things that we need to do to help you to get there? Because I know that's one thing, that one of the challenges that you've been facing is that you just don't want to do things. So how are we going to make this happen?
I'm all right when I get there.
Okay.
Dad, why don't you come when I take the kids for swimming lessons twice a week? You could come down and there's some lanes that are free for public swimming.
And you drop me off and pick me up.
Yeah, that sounds
I think I can do that.
Yeah, because it's good if you've got someone there to help motivate you to go, isn't it? Yeah.
Yeah.
So that we'd be looking at swimming, and Nicole would help get you there and bring you home. And what about how often do you think would be achievable? Because we're not going to say that you're going to go every day. What's something that you think would be really quite achievable to do?
Do you think the 2 times a week when I'm taking the kids?
Let's try it.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I think twice a week, that's excellent because it's not too much, but it's also a good start to get you out and about. And how long do you think you'll do that we'll know that we've succeeded? So if we did that for maybe 8 weeks, do you think that would be a time that we'd sort of know that that's working?
6, 8 weeks.
6, 8 weeks, yeah. How does that? Yeah, all
sounds
right.
great.
Okay, that sounds really good. And obviously, when I get back to the office, I can put this up on the actual tool, and I'll give you a copy of that as well, so that you've got that to look at, and you can see where we're headed with it anyway. The other thing that I might do is I asked Nicole and your wife previously, because obviously a diagnosis is not just about you living with the dementia, that it's also the family living with dementia as well. So I actually asked the family last time, as you know, to fill out the Zarit burden index. And what we'll do with that is actually, after we've done the swimming for 8 weeks, I'll get your family, if that's all right, to fill that out again, so we can actually see if they notice a difference in hopefully this will make a positive change to your life.
Yes, hope so.
Yeah, no, it will. So that would be all right.
Yeah, that
Nicole?
sounds fine.
Yeah, excellent.
Mum and I could do it together.
Yeah, that'd be good. All right. So that sounds good. So next time I meet, I can't wait to hear about your swimming and how that's going.
All right, good.
Yep, we'll start this week.
Excellent.